This video, we will hook up our Firebase to this project, so that when we log in, it actually goes to our Firebase project and actually helps us log in. So let's see how we can do that. So what we'll do is we will actually go to Firebase.google.com, and you can basically use there'll be a login page, so you can basically use any Google Gmail account and then log in. You can also you can also watch a video that I did for creating this project, but we will actually go to the console over here, and then I am actually looking at this project. And I'll just open a project over here, and I'll click over here to project settings. Hopefully they don't change the UI too much. And then there's no apps in the project. So first thing we'll do is we'll actually click over here, and then we'll say Northeastern University Twitter. And I'll say register my app. So then basically what happens is it tells you that these are the things that you need. I will copy only this part. I don't want to give them the analytics, so I'll just copy this part. Since the script links, I don't actually need all of that. All I need is from var Firebase config settings till this Firebase config. So I'll copy this, Control C, and what I will do is I will go to my Visual Studio Code, and then go to main.js. So in the main.js, what I will do is I will paste this Firebase config over here. So main.js has Firebase config. So when our main.js starts up, at that point, it will actually read the Firebase configurations. So it knows that it has to go to this project, the project that I selected. So it has to go to this project and add values in this database, use this authentication and all this other things. So that is basically what it needs to do. Okay, so we initialize the Firebase, and that part is done. We'll actually save that. Okay, so once we save that, then after that, what we will do is we will actually want to use our, we'll fix the registration page. So registration page, we'll also go to the login. And then what we'll do is I'll actually copy this part, Control C, and then I'll go to the register.view, and then I will paste all of that. Okay, so paste all of that, register to Northeastern University Twitter. That's R. And over here, there's a form group. First thing what I will do is I will actually make a copy of this. Control C. And then what I will do is I'll say Control V. And I will call this type is text. And class is form control, and this will be instead of ID is equal to example email, I will say full name. Okay, and I'll remove that, and the placeholder would be full name. I want to save the name of the person who is actually logging in. So we have this full name, ID of that. For the email, this is form control. I will call this email, and then I'll leave it as it is. So then there is another one which is for the password. So I'll copy this, Control C, and I probably want a password which is re-enter the password so that I can check whether both of them are the same. So what I will do over here is I'll say password. Rename that one to password, and rename this one to re-enter password. Okay, so that part is done, and I'll save this, and I will say Control S, and I will right click and say format the document. Okay, so that part is done. and control tilde, where is, so it is saying that there is an error found. Okay, we can see the error over here, or if we come over here, this will show the error over here. So it is saying that Firebase is not defined in the source and main.js. Okay, so that is a problem. So we'll say control C, because Firebase is not installed in this project. So what we'll do is we'll say npm install save and Firebase. Okay, so this will install Firebase for this particular project, and we'll have access to Firebase. I mean the libraries of the Firebase and stuff like that. So this will take a second to install. And then it installed the packages. So then we'll go to main.js, and it says Firebase. So it was complaining over here. So we'll say import Firebase from Firebase. Okay. So if you see, if you do this, and you can see Firebase over there, then I think we are good, which means things are installed. So that should be good, and I will say npm run serve. And that basically deploys our project. And if we register, click over here. So I have a full name, I have an enter email, and then password, and then I should rename this to re-enter password. So password ID is this, and placeholder will be re-enter password. And I'll save that, and that'll become re-enter password. And I have a login. I probably should btn dash large is LG. I don't know about that. Yeah, large is LG, I guess. And then over here I'll put a line break also, and save it, and then I'll format the document, and that should actually have our values. Okay, so this actually looks okay. This looks good. If we click on login, then the login actually is there, and if we click on register, the register is there. Next, what we want to do is we actually want to register some user, and then we can see if we are able to log in using that user. Okay, so that part will actually come in the next video.